So, first of all, I want to know about the company VECROS, like what exactly the company do, and yeah, exactly about the company and how you found this company.
So at VECROS, we are on a mission, at VECROS, our vision is to kind of make world's most intelligent drones um, that can see, act, and pursue on their own. Basically, if you have a chance to put the world's best fighter pilot inside a drone and make them fly them and kind of do decisions, that is what we are kind of trying to achieve at VECROS. And we started it in 2021, just after Corona. We realized that there will be a need for very intelligent drones, um, and they are going to solve a lot of problems if enough intelligence is put behind them. And it has been our problem since last 4 years, and we are able to kind of achieve incredible traction compared to other companies who are in the same field but with immense amount of funding.
Okay, so what kind of product you have made?
So we have our two flagship products called Athera and Jasper. So Athera is India's first GPS denied AI-enabled drone. Basically, it means it can fly without any GPS on it, and it is the only drone that has around 10 cameras on it. It sees everything around the world that is happening, and it can run AI model on the drone itself. So your data and everything is safe, and it is not leaving to third-party servers or everywhere, where the processing usually happens with other kind of drones. It has a flight time of around 30 minutes, and it's a dual swappable battery configuration. So you have a relaunch time of just 5 minutes compared to other drones, which will take around 10 to 15 minutes. So, and the Jasper is our smaller drone. Same technology as we have built in Athera, but with focus on confined spaces where it can navigate into smaller spaces and retrieve information that we need.
Okay, so in a layman language, if I want to ask about your both products are in the market right now?
Yeah, Athera is in the market and Jasper is also, but not for consumers, but for business enterprise
Yeah,
clients.
yeah. It means it has commercialized.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you are making revenue from both the products, right?
yes.
Yeah. So in a layman language, if somebody who is not from technical background and who doesn't have knowledge about the drones and all, so how will you explain your product? Like what it does?
So in a simple language, if I want to put, there are three problems with drones all over the world that are present.
Hmm.
Around 5 million drones are present in across the world, and every one of them is susceptible to GPS. So every drone uses GPS to fly. It is a core electronic component that is required to fly a drone. Now, if you put a GPS jammer, any drone that is flying comes crashing down.
Mm-hmm.
That is the electronic warfare right now happening with any drone situation involved across the borders. So that is the primary issue that we have accounted for, where we have put cameras on the drone and we said, why do you need GPS? Why can't you just look at the land and figure out where you are flying?
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the hardest problem, even currently actively being researched to solve this, where you can like kind of see a place and tell where you are. Like let's say if you are in Bangalore, you can see some landmarks, landmarks and say, oh, this is definitely Bangalore where I am flying. If you are in Delhi, you can see some landmarks and say, oh, this is definitely Delhi where I am flying. So without GPS, how you can make the drone fly is a very big problem that we are solving.
Mm-hmm.
And then comes the one pilot, one drone model, where if you have a drone, you need a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because the entire intelligence of the drone is dependent on the pilot itself. If the
Right.
pilot is smart, the drone will be smart. It will be able to see what is happening and can take decisions on the go. But
Mm-hmm.
if pilot is just a beginner, so your drone will also be a beginner.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it has immense capability to like kind of neutralize enemies, but the pilot, if they don't know how to fly the drone or kind of expertly compared to other person, then you are at a loss. So now our solution is, can we like kind of fly 1,000 drones with just one software or
Hmm.
one pilot? That is the problem that we are solving. So these two problems that we are solving, which gives us immense edge, or like kind of a competitive differentiation,
Hmm.
where everybody is focusing on flight time, payloads, like kind of coming up with bigger frame structure and everything. We are asking who is working on these two fundamental issues, and because no matter the drone size, if GPS jammer is there, it will fall down. And no matter the drone size, if it needs a pilot to fly, then it is always doesn't make sense for practicality. So, so that's the opportunity that we are kind of focusing on, Nitisha.
So your drone works without GPS, you are saying.
Yes.
Okay, and in other drones which people are making right now, it mandatory to have GPS in that, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Mandatory in the sense, yes, there is no, we can fly without GPS as well if they use our technology. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So,
currently others use mandatorily GPS.
okay, so the specialty of your drones are this, that GPS is not required in your drones, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if I want to know, like, how do you differentiate your products from other competitors? There are other companies also who are making drones. So how you differentiate yourself?
As I said, it is basically on the operating system that runs the drones, that
Mm-hmm.
understands where it is flying and can fly without any GPS.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the primary differentiator we have.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have differentiation on the mechanical aspect, and I feel that is more of a commoditized aspect as of now. The value addition we do is on the software and the electronics that we bring in. We are the only company who has a GPU on the drone. So
Mm-hmm.
it flies, it does all AI computation on the drone itself.
Okay, so who are exactly are your target audience?
So we have three categories, customer categories that we are working with: warehouse, construction, and defense.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the target people we are working with, and we want to introduce autonomous drones, and we feel these clients are in urgent need of such kind of technology, and we are working with them.
So you are working with warehouse right now.
Warehouses, construction, and defense.
Okay, so like, are you manufacturing A to Z everything, or how are you doing that?
So we manufacture our own drones. We also do our own software.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we also like kind of um, do our own electronics as well, as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We are focused on creating value from the electronics and software side of things.
Mm-hmm.
So we have developed Jet Core, our main CPU carrier motherboard,
Mm-hmm.
basically. So
Mm-hmm.
this is custom built for power management and communications management within the drone. So it can handle all kind of compared to other drones. So basically, we are positioning our drone in a international level. So we are like kind of able to compete with international competitors, not just to domestic competitors. So we
Mm-hmm.
need to have control over all the things that we are doing.
So basically, you are manufacturing end-to-end product. Whole product you are making by yourself only, by your company also.
Yes.
So what about the components? Like, there are numbers of components which will be required for this drones. So how do you source them?
So we have a couple of partners who source them for us, and then kind of helps us. Our boards are made in India as well. Most of the time we try to do local manufacturing because we can sit with the manufacturers and kind of explore how we can help them and work on the um, any custom problems that we face. So that is there as of now, but the some of the component can come from US, Australia, Japan, Taiwan, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So the raw material, I can say, like the small ICs, resistors,
Mm-hmm.
these anyway have to come from outside, and the PCB boards and all we develop are given to Indian manufacturers who
Mm-hmm.
benefit from us.
Okay. And where is your manufacturing facility? I want to know about the area and what kind of machines you have and how many employees you have in that facility.
We have one in Bangalore. We have it as a combination of R&D and production lab. So we are like kind of we have total team members of 20 people. So and manufacturing in very low number as of now,
Mm-hmm.
around 10 drones per month. And
Mm-hmm.
the machinery part, if you come, we have all testing equipment. Like let's say we have EMI, EMC testing equipment. Um, we have a thrust stand, two
Mm-hmm.
types of thrust stands that test the system,
Mm-hmm.
both batteries, motors, and all others.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have in the R&D lab, we have quite a couple of equipments. Like let's say we have um, entire PCB soldering from bare board to board bring up whatever tools we require we have.
Mm-hmm.
And then for testing, we have oscilloscopes and other testing equipment we have.
Mm-hmm. So, I want to know, Bista, like you have made this product. So, I want to know that how does VECROS justify the higher cost of its AI-driven drones compared to traditional models?
So you need to see in a way where we bring more value. Like for suppose, there is obviously if I need to like put it, how do you justify purchase of a um, like for example, I will give you one example where um, let's say we have a truck
Mm-hmm.
that can carry 1,000 tons. You can ask military guys like, why don't you use the truck that we readily available from Tata's? Why do you want to custom build one for defense?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is very simple that the military standards or the efficiency and the type of environment it should work on is very different.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is the price as well. And the price is more of on, you can say, market demands. Currently, we are the only player, and we are the only one who is delivering 10x value compared to the traditional drones. So
Mm-hmm.
if you see the mode of operation with traditional drones, as I
Mm-hmm.
said, like if you want to launch 1,000 drones, you need 1,000 pilots to be employed. So in order to employ 1,000 pilots, you need to have a complete department
Yeah.
which will have a fund, and also it will spend time in hiring them.
Mm-hmm.
So the time will be like, let's say, even if you spend 4 months to hire 1,000 pilots, so go through all the testing procedures to test them,
Mm-hmm.
there is a chance for 100 of them to not to join, and then you have to do the process again. So
Mm-hmm.
why you have to bother with all the things when we have a system where like you take 1,000 drones from me and you take this software and then you just go fly it.
Mm-hmm.
So so the convenience part and also the ease of use part adds immense value compared to the price they pay.
Mm-hmm.
Though we kind of try to keep our drones economically so that we can educate the customer,
Mm-hmm.
the AI has more upper hand, and that's what we see in even now, like with other technologies where we have Chat GPT and other things taking over the development process.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have any patent also?
We have around 15 to 20 patents filed. We have granted around 10 patents. We are completely IP-driven company, so we encourage employees to file for patents, whatever they are doing
Mm-hmm.
goes into the patenting process, and also they feel proud to be contributing to India's IP ecosystem.
So, what kind of patent you have which have already granted?
We have design patents, we have method patents,
Mm-hmm.
design patents on our Athera, Jasper, and we have trademarks as well on our names and brand names.
Okay. So, Pista, you have made hardware and software both.
Yeah,
Okay. So, like what kind of technical support or training is required to maintain and operate these advanced drones system?
you don't need much training to operate them. They are very intuitive from the controller they are given. So you can directly control them without much proper training. It most of the time feels like playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we have simulators and other packages that we give so you can train before you operate the drones.
Mm-hmm. So apart from warehouse, is there any other industry which you are planning to catering to through your drones and you are approaching?
Warehouse and defense.
Defense. So is there any particular thing which you are focusing on in defense?
So defense mostly ISR missions like intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where our focus is as of now.
Okay. So are there any specific certification or approvals needed to deploy these drones commercially or for government use?
Yeah, there is something called type certification, and for a defense we have other certification that we need to follow. Um, and those are anyway there, and we are compliant with them.
Okay. So like do you provide that certification or the person who is coming to you has should have that certificates?
No, no, the manufacturer should have those certificates before we sell,
Mm-hmm.
and we are in process of getting them.
And how does onboard AI and central processing affect the drone's flight time and energy consumption?
So without processing everything, we
Mm-hmm.
get a flight time of around 40 minutes. With our GPU and other processing, we are getting around 30 minutes. So 10 minutes of flight time gets shaved off.
So, how resilient is the navigation system in extreme weather condition like heavy fog, rain, or low light?
So low light we are trying to address as of now with IR cameras we have.
Mm-hmm.
But in fog and other areas, so we depend on other sensors like IMU and LiDAR that is present.
Okay, so what is the total cost of ownership over 3 to 5 years for VECROS drone compared to a manual drone system?
I feel it will be 5x cheaper compared to traditional drones.
And what exactly the
Um,
price of your drones?
we offer a combo price of for our Athera around 20 lakh rupees.
Okay, so and what will be included in that?
We'll have around three battery pairs we give,
Mm-hmm.
one rugged box to carry the drones,
Mm-hmm.
and one ground control station.
Mm-hmm.
And we also give package where we have training modules and other tools that are required to on the ground repair it.
Okay, so does VECROS offer subscription, leasing, or pay per using pricing model for enterprises? What is the criteria?
We do offer. It depends on how much what is the business model basically. What are we scanning and everything per acre kind of um, per acre kind of model that we follow basically. What
So,
is the cost that we incur per acre
okay,
per month?
okay. So, you when your company has been started, like when you have found this company.
Company registered was in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
but the actual operation started in 2021 after COVID.
So, how many people right now are using like if revenue model? I want to know that how are you making revenue? So, what will you say?
Currently, you can say we are pre-revenue as well. We are not generating active revenue. Um, as I said, like we are focused on building our core operating system or tech stack as of now, and later monetize it at a scale. So that's the focus as of now.
Okay, so when you are not making any revenue, so how are you sustaining?
We have raised funds around 4 CR in total.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say on an average we spent 1 CR per year.
Okay, so from services also you are not making any revenue.
Services we are making revenue. We are making an active revenue of around 4 to 5 lakhs per month.
Okay, so what kind of services you're providing? Can you please highlight that also?
We provide services like 3D scanning basically.
Mm-hmm.
We fly the drone, collect photos, and give a service where they can generate a 3D model and can kind of see the entire output coming to life.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, architects use it to do something called elevation mapping,
Mm-hmm.
where they want to understand how much the land is changing from one point to another point in their areas.
So,
Yeah.
how frequently do VECROS drones require maintenance or calibration of their AI and sensor modules?
Not so frequently, I can say, like not for every flight. Let's say for every 1,000 flight, you need a some procedure to like kind of calibrate and do it. But the system automatically alerts what you want to do.
Okay.
Like it can automatically alert saying that I want to see this. There is a chance that some certain sensor can misbehave. Can you recalibrate it?
Okay. So you have established a startup. So what kind of challenges you have faced as a startup company?
The primary challenge here would be money itself.
Mm-hmm.
In order to like in especially operating in an Indian ecosystem, most of the VCs kind of evaluate you on the revenue basis itself.
Mm-hmm.
And and when we started out, this was very niche idea, but now it's a actual requirement on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that kind of vision nobody was able to see, but I was fortunate to have some investors who were able to kind of take a leap of faith on us founders
Mm-hmm.
and extend their checks graciously. So, so if we had a good fund backing us, we would have achieved this, and we would be in like kind of a good stage as of now because this is an actual requirement for our battlefield forces. Even in recent operations, we have observed that the drones we have procured are failing because there is a GPS jammer on the other side of the border.
Right, right.
So, so this has been a game change. This would have been a game changer for India, but unfortunately, the ecosystem or the market is not incentivized enough to encourage non-revenue generating companies. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a big challenge we had, which affected our hiring, our short-term decisions, like let's say the revenue play and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We feel that if we don't focus more on generating revenue and kind of just um, um, put our heads down and kind of work in perfecting this, there will be a huge market, just like how ChatGPT disrupted the market.
Right, right. So for growing your company more and to get more customers, are you seeking any vendors or partners also?
Sort of yes and no. Basically, we are part of a lot of forums where
Mm-hmm.
we kind of put our blog like let's say little summary on what we do and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we haven't actually engaged with any agency or anybody who can like kind of promote our product as of now.
Okay, so if I talk about future plans, like apart from this drone business which you have said, is there any other future plan, any future development which would you like to share with us? Any new product or any new facility you're planning to open? Any new future plans?
As of now, our plan is to like kind of completely focus on this GPS denied and radio denied environment drones.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because electronic warfare is a doctrine as of now in
Mm-hmm.
military operations, and we'll be, I think, we'll establish a facility where we can actively test our drones in such environments.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that will be our kind of go to as of now, and the goal is to like right now raise more funds and double our team and effort and provide this technology to our end users, our defense clients.
Okay. So there are few quick question I am going to ask you. First of all, your company name is VECROS. So what is the meaning of this name and like why you given this name VECROS?
So VECROS comes from Vector Robotic Operating System. It's an acronym for vector robotics, basically. So basically, vectors are physical quantities that have direction.
Mm-hmm.
So like force is a vector.
Mm-hmm.
So and then displacement is a vector. So it's a physics terminology that we have used to like kind of name it,
Mm-hmm.
and we thought it is cool. So we went with it. That's all.
Okay. And where is your headquarter?
So we were operating from Bangalore, Delhi, since the last 3 years, and we shifted our R&D to Bangalore as of now. Currently, Delhi space is not much occupied, but Delhi is the official kind of channel to do the communications and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have two offices, one in Delhi, one in Bangalore. Okay. What is nature of firm? It is private limited, limited, or what?
Private limited.
Okay. And how many founders you are? And can I know the name of the founders?
There are two founders, is Rajeshri Rajesh Devtadu. She's a she's our CTO,
Hmm.
and my name is Besta Prem Sai, so I'm CEO of the company.
And total number of employees you have right now?
Around 20, you can say.